Yes, I can. I can.
Okay, so I don't know, but for my hand so far, I am already analyzing the data, and I think I have analyzed six, and I've already created dashboard for it as well. So I don't know, maybe others can also go ahead with the other two dashboards because no one is responding honestly, and it's slowing the work.
Sorry, I had network issue. Please, I can hear you. The last thing I heard, I don't know if you're still on the call, Jima. No, yeah, I don't know. The last thing I heard is that you said you've you've been analyzing like six data, or I think you said something about visualization. Actually, not very
Yes,
very well. So I
I
had to like
said I will
refresh.
analyze six.
Okay, do you know what? Immediately after the class, can I call you on WhatsApp? Or is that fine by you?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So yeah, probably we just set up a meeting, a Google Meet meeting, so you can share your screen so I can actually see what you've been doing. Right. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, let's start the class. So today's class is quite simple. Yeah, it's quite simple. Sorry, I was preparing the class. So yeah, today will be very, very interactive, right? So yeah, welcome to the fourth class in SQL. Yeah, now I want to have a feedback from every one of us here. I know quite at least three of us have been attending consecutively. So now who can actually say, oh, this is how have you seen how is SQL going? Does it seem like it is hard? It is simple? Is it like more simple than is it simpler than Excel, or is it like a bit trickier than Excel? I just want general feedback. Right? Who's going first? Anyone? SQL is only sweet when you guys are interactive. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared.
Good evening.
Okay, I'll just call you. Yeah, good evening, Emmanuel. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Like concerning
Very good.
the question that you asked, for me,
Yeah.
I find like SQL more easier than Excel. It's like just
Okay.
just input what you want. You don't need to learn any complex thing. Um, Control whatever before I start looking for unique on my tab in Excel. Like, so I feel like it's just a little bit more direct. Probably we have not reached part that is complex. I don't know, but
No, it's simple. It's simple overall. You know what? Today's class is a little bit tricky online. But once you get hold up to this class, yeah, you're just okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
thank you for that the response. So yeah, I'll just go since we have low attendance today. So we have I'm happy that I'll be going with you to as the second speaker. Can you please unmute your mic? Let me hear from you. Yeah, please happy that please let's be fast. Yeah, there's not much time. Okay. I guess she's not with us. Temitope, can you unmute your mic and say something, please?
Good afternoon, sir. Oh, sorry, good evening, sir.
Good evening. All right, then.
Yeah, bless God. Yeah, well, the thing is that me have been how I put it, I've been engaged with a lot of activities, sir. And this SQL of it, I just opened it today. Like I just installed it today. So I don't really have that time. In fact, I wanted to like, okay, I should quickly watch the video and do my assignments. They took the lights, so I don't really have that time of it because we started test and exam, and I mean very soon we start exam. So there's no really. So I just opened it today. So I've not really said that okay, maybe it's better than Excel or Excel is better than, but
Okay.
at least we just learn the two. The two will be better. So, but I'm not really,
Yeah, thank you
really,
for your
yeah.
thank you for your honesty. So who is on the call again? Yeah, Ahmed, can you unmute your call, please? Unmute your mic, sorry. Can you unmute your call? Yeah, Ahmed, are you with us?
Good
Can you unmute your mic,
evening,
please?
guys.
Yeah, good evening. Can you answer the question, please?
I'm just joining. What is the question, please?
Oh, okay. I said, how have you this SQL with him? How did you pursue it? Is it like simpler than Excel? Is it more trickier than Excel and stuff? That's basically the question.
Okay. So the only thing I can say about it, probably because I've not gone deeper. So I can say eh, the both of them are actually good for different purposes. So and as
Yeah.
soon as both of them are starting to created, we can't say no one is better or not, but as the one that
No, 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 no. I'm
actually
not saying one is better. One has said the question is which one is like more simple for you?
okay.
Both are simple,
Well, like I
honestly.
said,
It does depend on how you understand it. Yeah.
okay. So I can still stay with Excel for now. So probably after going deeper a bit, because I still have some backlogs. If you notice, I wasn't in the class on Sunday and all of that. Tuesday next week, but then I just
Yes,
want to
yes,
cover.
I did notice that. I did notice that. Yeah. Okay, fine. Who else is on the call? Okay, Jima, can you unmute your mic now? Sorry, what's your real name? Is it Norat or Jima? Which one is your surname? Which one is your real first name?
My name is Nurat.
Oh, she's not with us. Oh, your name is Norat. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. Can you answer the question? Are you with
So,
us?
okay, for me, I think SQL is more simple. Like you said, it's a direct English. You just have to type what you want. If you type it correctly, then you get your correct answer without any sentence error.
Okay. Who else is on the call now? Thank you for that honest good answer. Okay, then we have the second Ahmed. Please, can you unmute your mic? The one with the perfect picture that starts with an A. Please, can you unmute your mic and answer the question?
What's that, please?
No, 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 not you. I'm saying the second Ahmed. Can you unmute your mic? Ahmed
Okay.
Duojai. Ahmed Duojai, please, can you unmute your mic? Okay. Abidat, are you back on the call? Are you on the call now? Okay, I guess you can move on. Yeah, last time we were saying something about creating database. Yeah, we were saying something about sorry, I don't know. Okay. Please can you just give me a minute because sorry. Just a minute, I'm back. Okay. Um, so yeah, we have so last class we've done creating the database, then we've done how to drop data table. So yeah, just a quick revision because I know something about SQL is because most of us have not been working with it, and that's exactly why I started class with revision. So yeah, now I want to create, we want to do a real database now. So we want to do an employee table, right? So I will list out this stuff. So how do you create a database? So I want to have a database like finance, because I actually want to have an employee database. So I want to name the name of the employee as HR. So how can we create a database? Please, I want the class to be, once you know it, just unmute your mic, right? And just speak and just answer the question. So how can I create a database? What will I write? So let's just be fast. We have a language to get to this. Please. How can I create a database? Yeah. What's the query? What am I pressing? How can I create a database?
You said that you wanted to name the database what?
HR. HR.
HR. So you just type create database HR semicolon.
All right, thank you. HR semicolon. Okay, so let me run it. So it gives me the green star. So you said one were affected. So yeah, that's good. So now, but I cannot see my database. How can I see it? I just refresh. So by just refreshing, I can see my HR is already here. So yeah, let's create a table. You know, database is more like, okay, this is a place you want to store something. It's just like you're buying an empty bag, right? So now let's create a table. Okay, this is the table. This is where we want to store our data, right? So how can we create table? So you will see what? Oh yeah. Someone should unmute your mic.
Create table. Create table.
Create table. Now let's
Then
name the table employee. No, let's name it employee. You know, HR, do you know the meaning of HR? The full meaning of HR is human resources, right? So HR is more like a personnel or a group of team members that actually oversee the activity or the manage the activity, basically the personnel, the team, all the teams like the cash flow, what do you call it? The income and expenditure, and then they make critical decisions too, and they employ people like basically, you understand, they promote individual, they promote professionals, you understand, they're like overseeing the the work, the organization as a whole. So now this is like an employee. Okay, these are the but one of their tasks is to employ people. So now this is the table of employee now, you understand? So yeah, so create table employee. So I cannot close the table here, right? Why? Because I need column inside the table. You know what make up a table? Rows and column here. So we need a column here. So I can just open my two brackets. This is how I like it. This is how I like my creating my table. Then I'll actually list all my columns name. Right? What are my columns name? Let's list it. Let's say the first name is what? Employer ID. Please are you with me? Uh, so employer ID, what type of data type are you expecting there? What type of data? Let's be fair. What type of data type are you expecting in employer ID?
numeric.
Huh?
Integer.
Numeric. So what am I supposed to write here? Numeric. I'm supposed to write integer, then I put a comma.
Integer.
So
Yeah.
the next thing is
Integer.
what? First name. First name of the guy, right? First name. So what are we expecting here? What is the data type of first name?
Vaka.
Zaka. Yeah, do you all agree with this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So then we have last name. Okay, this one will be Vaka too, right? And why am I writing 50? Who can tell me the reason why I'm writing 15?
The maximum length of the first name.
Okay. But it's not stable, right? It's not constant.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just writing. Well, I've written down. So there's not much. Because I'm 12. Yeah, hourly pay. Most time, as a professional, you'll be at most you should be getting like 600 per hour, $20 per hour. I don't know. Even as a well, can't even compare. As a professional, yeah, $600 per hour. It depends. Though. Some people actually, even if you collect $6 per hour as a Nigerian, bro, that's a lot. That's a lot of money, honestly. Even if you collect $2 per hour or $3, that's a lot of money at the end of it. If you're working 35 hours shift. Anyway, yeah, hourly pay. Then we have other dates. Not gonna make it for this one. So now let's make our yeah, we can just create our table, right? So we can see create table employee already exists. Okay, actually I created something like this before. So you know what? Let's just create employees. Let me just put it there. Because I was preparing the class the other time. So you can actually see that I did something here. 1624, that's 424 employees. So I've actually used the employee name and I've not dropped data table. So I can actually do something like this. I can actually do something like this. Drop table if exists. Okay. Let me look at it. I'm supposed to put a comma. And I say downtown. Okay. Anyway, let me just drop table and then. Okay, what I did here was that the first employee call table that I've written. So I was trying to delete it. So that's why I wrote drop table employee. Now I'm trying to create a new one now. So if I should run this one, it should run. So control down arrow. Now it is running. Zero was affected. So now how can I actually see all this column? What should I write? Let's be fast. What should I write?
How can you what? Sorry.
How can I see all the columns that I've created?
Select all from
Select, select what?
all. Asterisk
From here.
from
I
employee.
think it's that one. Okay. From employee. So yeah, good. So how can I insert values inside this things? So it will be insert into it is simple now. Insert into. Yeah, you can notice that when I'm writing my keywords, I'm using capital letter. You don't understand why, right?
Yes.
Insert into employee. The table I'm inserting my values into. That's why I'm like, okay, I want to insert values into this thing. Insert values, insert into employee. Then you actually write the names of the table you want to write something in. What are the table names? What are the column names? Sorry. I want to actually
I think
insert
we are going
something
to
in employee.
employee values.
How is that? Sorry, I can't hear you. What's it?
I think you are going to insert into employee values.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm supposed to write values. No, not now. Not now. Well, well, I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. But let's use this method too. There's no one way to do it. First name. I'm just trying to write it the same way my column name is. So then we have last name. Then we have hourly pay. Now, why am I writing something like this? That means that, okay, if I actually want to all this, let's say I will be inserting four columns, four numbers. That means the first number should be under employee ID. The next number should be under first name. The next number should be under last name. The next number should be under hourly pay. But in the case where I actually did not want to impute, or I was not given anything about hourly pay, I'll just delete this one. That means that, okay, I'll be supplying this table with just three values, and the first number the first value I provided should be for employee ID. The second one should be for first name. The third one should be for last name. In case I was not provided this first name, I also delete this first name, and I will only write this employee ID and last name. So in this case, you can actually, okay, manipulate where your data is exactly going. So in this way, let's pretend I'm not given hourly pay. Or let's do hourly pay and then pretend I'm not given last one. Hourly pay. So now the next thing I'll write is values. Why is it? Why is it? Hmm. I'm thinking why is writing I don't know. Okay. Let me know if something. Okay. Okay, nothing. Okay, the first one is employee ID. So let's just give this one one. So the first name, let's give that sheet one. Then why am I putting it in a double column? So the next one should be hourly pay. So you expect that one should be in decimal. So let's just give this one. This guy is having 4.55. So the next one should be in comma um 3.7. And that was supposed to be comma. So then the next one should have number 3. Let's say I do I do 4.58. Yeah, I think I'm like this. Yeah, I'm seeing correct. Everything is correct. So I can actually run this code again. Select star employee. So yeah, let's run this. So I can actually see it's now supplying it to employee ID, first name, and hourly pay. So in case I could have in case I have not specified the columns this value is going. So in a way, after this, if I just write insert into employee values, then I import all these values. It will just be one will be for employee ID, P2 will be for this, then all these numbers will be for this class name. So in case you want to actually specify the values, right? The values of where you want your value to be imported, that's exactly when you specify the column name, the column header under the insert into employee. Yeah, do you understand that one? Or I should come again? Yeah, I can hear your question.
I joined late. So what you are saying is that you don't need the header, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you want to, let's say we want to supply value into employee ID and first name and hourly pay. We are not given this last name, but you actually want to supply the the three one. Assuming you've written insert into employee values. So SQL will think, okay, let me do this thing accordingly. So this number one will be for employee ID. This T2 will be for first name. Then this 4.55 will be for last name. But in this case, you were not supplied the values for last name. So you actually have to specify the column names after employee. You understand? So that's basically it. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. Can I move on? So yeah, what do you think none is about? What does none mean? What does none mean? None. Let me hear a little.
an empty
No
space,
value.
no
Null
values.
value and empty space. Exactly. Now, today we are going for transformation. In a way, we can also call it data clean. Now, let's say we are supplied, we were given a data set that actually have a null value. How do we replace the null value with something? Now, this feature, this guy is supposed to have a last name, right? Nobody is born without a last name, I believe, right? So we should add the last name, maybe Shitu Abdulkarim, Jima, Murat, maybe Ade, Yinka, you understand? So how can we actually import this one? If I double click on this one, I cannot like physically or manually write the values inside this thing. So how can I manipulate? How can I clean this data in a way? Or how can I import my value into the last name? And that's exactly when we have some keywords like update and alter. We have keyword like update and alter. What does update mean? From the word update, what does update mean? Who can tell me generally English what the contextual meaning or what's just like the English meaning of update? This spelling. Update. What does it mean? Like the English meaning of the update.
To update something that has already been done earlier, just to update, maybe change something, add something.
And add something. Yeah, let's go with that definition. Add something. So in this case, now I can see it's giving me error. So I actually want to make it into a word. So I just press 2-1 2. Then my now I can see SQL has already okay, this is actually a word, right? So you can actually do something like this. So yeah. Okay, update. So we have update. So I'm trying to update what table. What table am I trying to update? What's the name of my table?
Employee,
What's the name of my table? Employee, right?
employee,
So this is employee. So I will now set yeah, it's getting confusing now, but yeah. Just set last name, sorry, last name equals to um let me see. So what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? So
You
I'm
are
saying
trying to
update employee. Yes, I'm trying to say update employee and set last name equals to Abdul. But this thing is not complete. But in a way, it's complete. Update employee, change this table, set last name. That means change all this last name, change all this empty column into what? Abdul. But if I should run this query now, what will happen? That means all this null value will be replaced with what? Abdul, right?
yes,
But in a way, I only want to update this column one, I mean this sorry, this row one with Abdul, not everything. So that's where you filter out. You now call another function. You say where you understand where first name equals to sheet two, or you can say where employee ID equals to one. Just something that is specific, that is unique to this row one. What is unique to this row one? There's one, there's row one. This employee ID is one. But you know, sheet two, assuming you have like 1,000 rows, you can't say sheet two is unique in that case because there may be a lot of similar first name. So in a way, you want to use employee ID. So you just say where I'm sorry, where employee ID, can let us use where employee ID equals to what? One. So then you put your semicolon, then you what? Control enter. So you can see we have green. So if I should run this one again, now you can see it has changed. Do you understand? Do you understand?
yes.
Okay, great. Okay, now let's move on. Now
Yeah.
let's say we want to change that Gmail to Norat. I want to change the last name to Norat. So just tell me the query to write. Then be fast with this. Then be fast. I can hear you. Who can try? I want to change this last name to Norat. This where Gmail equals to this Gmail. I want to change it to Norat. I want to write a
Okay.
query.
We are going to write update employee,
Please, two people are speaking. Sorry, let me check. Okay,
Can you hear?
okay. Yes, I can.
Update
I can.
employee,
Now, updates, employee, right?
set last name,
Set, sorry. Set last name. Hmm, right? Equals to
equals
what?
Nora in quotation.
Did you know that in quotation? Why is it in quotation?
That is alphabet.
You know, alphabetical text data type. Okay, let's go. Can I go into this? Can
Where
I go to quick now? Where?
where employee ID,
Okay, I can hear you. Where what?
employee ID equals to
Where employee ID equals to what? String.
semicolon. Then one.
Okay, then let me run this one again. Then you can actually see this last one. So yes, I don't want to do a long thing. I can just change this one. Yeah. But you know, if you're actually submitting this project, you have to write all the queries, right? For this one, it's good. Some yeah. Sorry for the noise. So in case you're actually submitting the project, you actually have to write all the queries, right? So I'm just trying to change this one. Employer ID first to three. So then I'll run this one. And I can actually see this one, then I can actually run this one again. So yeah, we have our stuff now. Yeah, please, if you
Sorry,
don't understand, please let me know.
can we as well input all the values that are null in one query? Like where last name, like update employee, set last name equals, and then we input the names one after the other. We demarcate it with comma.
I don't think that's possible. Let's try. Honestly, I don't think it's possible. So it will be demarcated comma now. Except you want to do something like this. If I should do something like this, no, don't be possible. Yeah. If I should say maybe where one thing we can also do is maybe one where employee ID equals to one, then we write and because and is a keyword too. Employee ID equals to two. No. Oh, yes, you can. We will use subquery. Sorry, we are not yet there. Sorry. Without that's too complex. We will not use this normal method. Now it does this simple method. We use subquery. Now understand what I'm trying to say. We use subquery. We are not from the word subquery means that you'll be writing two queries, more than two queries, right? It's not like you finished writing a query, then you put that query inside another query, then you put that query inside another query. That's what we call subquery. It's very easy to if you know what if you know the end goal. So basically that's what we'll be doing. Well, let's move on. Now let's say this hourly pay. I actually do not like hourly pay. Let's say it's actually daily pay. How can we actually change this column name? Remember if it is Excel, if this should be an Excel, I just double click on this one, then I'll actually type our month daily pay. But so how can I change this thing? So that's where the keyword alter comes in. The only thing is just know the keywords. Right? It's very, very easy. Like SQL is very, very easy. So once you know the keywords, you're already good, right? So how can I actually add them? How can I even name a column? So you want to alter what? So I want to alter what table? Right? What table?
Employee.
Alter table what? So you write enter table employee. Then the next column will be the name. It is very simple. That's why I said this thing is just English. right? Because the rename means what? Okay, I don't want the last name. I want to change it to another one. So rename column, right? So sorry, I have to put that in capital letter because it's a keyword. Rename column. What's column? Hourly pay. Now remember the rule. You don't put column header name inside the column inside the quotation mark. Remember. So what?
Excuse me, sir. I can't see your screen.
Hey, I'm using two screen here and I can see it. I just got my second screen and I'm using it and I can see it. Yeah, can I confirm if you can see it? Other people on the call.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So I get from your side daily pay. So now you want to use this thing is let me extend the query again. Alter table employee. I want to alter this table, right? Maybe I want to change something there. And that's the meaning of alter. Like you are trying to perform a change in the table that have been made, right? So we now say, okay, what exactly do you want to do? I want to rename a column. What's the column? I want to rename this hourly pay inside the end to what? To daily pay. Then you actually look at your semicolon, then control enter. And you can see green. So if I should select everything, let's say select star from employee, then semicolon. Can you see? That's changed. Please, do you understand? Before I move forward, do you understand?
Yes, we understand, but when we want to do update, we use update employee. Can we as well do that for alter, like alter employee, or we have to input table?
Oh, okay. So for this one, there is no alter table, right?
Yes.
Update table. No, no, no. That's just
Yes.
how the query is supposed to go. That's the syntax. If I should write update table, if I should write this, then I wrote control enter. For instance, you have error in your SQL syntax. So after update, there is not supposed to be a table. Do you understand now?
Yes.
That's just the way the syntax is. Just have to. But it becomes easy when you practice every time. Right. Even I did not notice, but in a way, whenever I write update, I know there's no table. But whenever I write alter, I know it follows table always follows an alter. Do you understand?
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Excuse
great.
me, sir.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. I can hear your question.
Yeah, my question is that the update that we make use by changing by getting our last name. Can we also do
Yeah.
that to get maybe what was our last column? I mean to get number. Yeah, to get integer rather.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry, we'll do something
Okay.
like that. Thank you for that question. We'll do something like that. So, and that is exactly what we are moving to. Maybe not exactly now, but yeah. Now let's select this one. Where's that the question? Where's that the question? Okay, can I move on then? Okay, okay, I guess I can move on. So now let me run this one. Control enter. In case you've been wondering what am I pressing? Control enter. That's exactly what I've been pressing since morning. So yeah. So now let's say we are satisfied with everything here. We've cleaned this data set, right? We've changed the column name. We've changed the what do you call it? We've updated the null value. So what if I actually want to add another column? Now let's say we are not given what's the other one? Employee dates. Yes, date. I add date.
I did.
Let's say the day I was what's it?
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay, so I add date. So that's exactly what do you think? What query do you think I'll use? Is it update? Is it alter?
Alter, alter.
Alter, thank you. So this one will be alter what? What follows alter?
Alter table employee.
Thank you.
Table employee.
Then, what do you think I will add? I know you've not done this before. What do you think I will add?
Add
Add
I will write
column.
add. Thank you so much. So it will be add column. Add what?
column hire date.
No, in this case, it's just the higher date.
Add column. Add.
Uh,
Maybe, yeah, you really did not know need the add column. But yeah, you actually tried. Add column. What's the data type of the higher date?
Date.
Integer.
date.
Thank you. Then can you see? So if I should run this query again, can you see now? Please, do we understand this class?
Yes.
So let me know who I'm with. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. That's exactly it. So it is very easy. That's how we actually clean data. You understand? It's just English.
Sorry, I
It's just
think
very, very simple.
I think the
Okay,
date is supposed to be in bracket or is not necessary.
I can't even really understand. You think they what?
The date is supposed to be in bracket or is not necessary. Like the data type.
No, 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 it's not necessary. Not necessary. Okay, now let's move on. Then dates. Now let me say this quick thing about dates, right? So um, now when I write something like this, that means I want to make a comment, right? So date is very different when we are in SQL. In Excel, it's more like maybe day, maybe O2 or or let's say O211 2025. So in this case, if this should be an Excel, it will be what? Day, right? Then this one will be what? Month, right? Then this one will be what? Year. But in SQL, the normal format of date in SQL is year, right? Then we have month, then we have day. Do you understand? So the best format to be 2025. Then this one will be what? Let's say 1/1. That's November. What's date? Let's say 02. So this is the correct format of date in SQL. This is the correct format of date in SQL. For in Excel, this is the correct format of date. Please, do we understand that stuff before we move on? Okay. So, in case I'm just writing it, so it won't be like that. So now I want to end my column. So now I want to ask a question before I move on. Why do you think I use when I'm trying to make a comment like this? Why do I use this type of commenting style? Why?
Because it's not only on a line. You still want to write
Thank
more
you.
down.
Because I'm making it on a multiple line, and that's exactly why I'm using this one. Assuming it is I was supposed to write I want to write what do you call it? I want to write just a line. I can just use one dash, two dash, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I guess everyone is with me. So now let's go on. Let me run this one again. Control enter. And I can actually see that my null value is what is is not looking good. So now let's go. So this one will be how can I update sorry. How can I actually enter higher dates values into my higher dates? Now I want the query. Can we go? I want to enter a
Update.
date inside this thing. Go to
Update.
the
Update
update. Update what?
employee.
Update employee.
Employee.
Alright. Okay.
Set
Then what's the next thing? Set.
higher
What's the
date.
column name? Set higher date equals to
Equals
what?
2025 10 20.
Ah, I did not say something when I was explaining. Sorry, the SQL date, then it must be in column. It must be in quotation mark. Yeah, sorry for that. It skipped my mind. It must be in quotation mark. Right. So this is 2025. Let's just use today's date. What's today's date? 2025,
20.
620, 620. Remember, it is month of before date. Remember. So will I just write column? Am I done?
No,
If I should
where
do like this, what do you think will be what do you think will be the implication? If I should run
all
this
the
query,
other
what do you think will be the implication?
all the
All
other
these
data.
higher dates will be what? Will be this date. Yeah, let's just do this. Control enter. So we have join mark. So yeah, so let's start from employee. I want to run it again. Can you see? Everything now is now. That means I actually employed all these guys the same day. Do you understand?
So, sir, is there not a
Yeah,
way we can you hear me, sir?
yes, definitely.
Is that how the dates will be? Like, is there not a way we can change the date? Like, the day should come first, then month, then year, or that's the way it will be
Okay.
inside Kuwait?
I'm sorry. Let me check this thing for you. So you can actually see it. Okay. How can I see this thing? Um, okay. Where's everything? I actually want to show you an error message. Oh. Anyway, let's try what you said. Control C, Control V. So now let's try. We want to change it to number one. Let's say 20 by 26, 2025. Now if I should run this one,
I don't think that will be
can you see?
updated again. That will be altered because
Mm,
we already have
well,
a higher date there before.
it doesn't actually matter. In as much I want to actually yes, you can use auto. I mean, there's no like a one way thing to data cleaning. You understand? So this update now, even though there is value there, it doesn't matter that you have to use update when there's only null value. So it is not actually saying that it is syntax error, but it is saying what incorrect date value. You understand? That's why it's saying that this value is not actually correct. Unless you actually change it to SQL format, that's when okay, SQL will actually understand that okay, you are trying to write a date. Do you understand?
Okay,
David,
okay,
I
sir.
think I answered your question. Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
sir. The reason why I said so is
Yeah.
that maybe after the data cleaning and everything, you now send your work and they are like, how is this data? I mean, how is it date like this or
You
something
know,
like that? So
when
that
you are working from Excel, when you import your data from Excel, right, you have to change your date format in SQL. So when you import data from Excel file inside SQL, you change your date format into Excel SQL file. Then when you are done with the whatever you want to do, then you want to send it to Excel again. When you import the data type again or the data again inside Excel, you have to change the data type again to Excel format. That's just it.
okay, okay.
It's just simple. I mean, that's just how it is being programmed. So yeah. Mm. Okay, what else can we do? Actually, this is what I planned for today, but this is quite early to end with class. Yeah, let me just see what we can do. So let's go to functions. Let's go to functions. Otherwise, functions. Before we move to functions, let me give you a question. Now, I want an interactive session. Now, this is the question, and I want everyone should solve it. Let's say, okay, add two more rows. Sorry. This is something. 10, 4, and this is some pattern, pattern, 6, 10, 4, 4, 8. That's it. Mm, then, six, that's let me take this one. Um, good afternoon. First question. This question. Okay. Updates. Okay. Yes, I have 4 questions for us. I have 4 questions for us. Okay. Yeah, please, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Who is going first? No one is answering 2 questions. So everyone will answer. So just pick your number. Are you going to pick number or you are going to just do it anyhow? Or I should call
Number
names.
one.
What do you suggest?
Number one.
Okay, number 1. Then who is going for number 2? Let's have it. Don't no. I don't want to call names. This is my mature class. Come on. Who is going for number 2? Let me try. You may make mistake. We will correct it together. Anyone? Okay, don't worry.
I'll go
Let's
for
start
number
with
two.
number 1. Okay, what about number 3? Okay, I guess yes, we will be going for number 3. Afasha. Okay, what about number 4? We're going for number 4. We're going for number 4. Okay, don't worry. When we get to the page, we'll cross it. So now number 1, please can you meet them up? Let's have it.
Okay. Can you scroll back in this
So
one? Okay.
okay.
So we are going to write update.
Subhanallah. Sorry. No, that's I'm so sorry.
We are going to write select
It's just the
all.
normal way. It's just wait. Don't hack your brain. It's just the normal way you had values inside your data. Saving. Trust me.
Okay, we
How
are
do you add
going to
how do you
write
add values inside your table? So what will be
the
the stuff?
value. That would be insert into.
Exactly. Exactly. So it will be insert into what table?
Employee.
Employee. Okay. What's next thing?
So we have the employee ID. Into brackets, we are going to put employee ID, first
Okay.
name, comma,
First
first
name.
name, comma, last name,
Okay.
comma,
Okay.
and daily pay.
Daily pay.
Then we close the bracket.
Okay.
Value.
Okay. I'm with you.
So we are going to write the values.
Okay, let me just Control C. What's Control C again? Do you know the difference of Control C?
Copy.
Okay, thank you.
Copy and paste.
Bracket, comma.
Yeah, Control C.
Do not put
Do you
comma
think
up.
I need adjustments? Okay, comma here. Okay, actually, I'm supposed to put everything in quotation mark. I don't know if you noticed that one.
Yes. The text data type.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, now let's see. That's what we've done. Select. Okay, thank you, Jim, and see, can you see? That's been updated. Okay. Yeah, who is going for number two? Please, do you all understand this one before we move on? Okay, okay, okay. Now, who is going for number two?
So I was number 2 question. Okay,
That's what is on the screen.
update the hired date. We will click update now.
Yeah, no. Just tell me the queries, all right? I mean, it's simple, I know. I know the simple. Yeah.
Update employee.
Okay.
Update
Employee,
employee.
thank you. Okay,
Then under it, set
okay.
hire date.
Higher, higher date.
Hire
Okay,
underscore date.
okay.
Then we put
Have you
that
seen that?
date 20. Sir?
No, that one.
Uh,
Let me just copy it. But what do you think?
mhm.
Am I supposed to put it in quotation mark or not?
Yeah, in quotation mark, yes, because it
Okay,
is a
then.
number.
So now I want to run this one. Let's see. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh,
That's good. Okay, now who's going for number three? Thank you so much, Kenny Doctor. So who's going for number three? Add a new column termination date.
I am going for that.
Okay. So how do we add the column?
Sorry, can I see the question again?
Number three.
Okay, add a new column, termination date. Okay, we key in outer table employee.
Outer table employee. Please, do we know
Employee.
why I'm writing some keywords in capital letter? We understand, right? Because
Yes.
that's professional way of writing it. Yeah. Okay. Employee. Sorry, I make a mistake in my spelling. Okay. Now, what's the next thing?
Then add
Add. What's
termination date.
the okay termination date?
then our semicolon.
No. Yeah.
No,
What's the
no, no,
what's the
no,
what's
no.
the
Our
data
data
type?
type. Data type. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. Date.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
control enter. Okay. Let's see what we've done. So let's start from employee. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Afasha. That's very lovely. Okay. Now who is going for the fourth one? Who's going for the fourth one? Ahmed, they go for the first one. Let's see. Let's see. Ahmed, I'm expecting you. Oh, someone unmute their mic. Sorry, I can't see the person. Abby, that is that you. Who's going for the fourth one? Come on, it's easy. Update, just update. Come on. Okay, who can go for it here? Who can just unmute them? I can go for it.
Update,
Updates.
Okay, update.
employee,
Employee. Since
Okay,
higher.
set,
set. That's fine.
termination date,
Oh, termination. Thank you. Okay.
equals,
Costing. Just, oh, let's see what we've done. Yeah, please, do you all understand? Yeah, yeah. So SQL is very simple. So now let's move to the next one. Oh, you're welcome. Let's move to the next one, which is what? Function. Okay. Functions. Our functions is simple. So yeah, functions. What exactly? What do you call functions? Functions. Yeah, sorry, I'm not prepared to class. So I'm trying to better out words. Okay. Yeah, function. What we call function is more like uh, function is just function. It's just like the arithmetic operators in Excel. You know, arithmetic operator are like, and you understand, count, max, maximum, you understand, minimum, in fact, that's what we call functions. So all these aggregate functions, then we have logical operators, then we have wildcard, we have concatenate, we have count, we have maximum, we have minimum, we have what again, multiply, subtraction, addition, division. So those are functions, right? So that's basically where we are moving to. Just like the arithmetic operation. Well, it will not be exactly arithmetic operation. It can be a 90% of arithmetic operation, then we'll be doing like 10% of data cleaning, so or data manipulation, right? So that's basically what we know as functions. So I'll just say a little bit about this today. Then we got some queries with function today. Then tomorrow we will dive deeper into functions. Then we hand our functions. Then yeah, after tomorrow, yeah, we should go into advanced SQL because after tomorrow, I'm telling you that you are done with the basic SQL. Because it's already you can impute, you can replace, you can then we go into advanced SQL. Then we should be done in 1 week's time. And that's SQL. Because it's very simple, right? So that's why I said SQL is like the most simplest code you can ever write in this life. Like just simple. Okay. Anyway, everything is simple. It depends on who is teaching you. So functions. So we have counts. We have let's start from that count. So from the word count, what does count mean? Like let's say I'm trying to know how many employees do we have? How many employees do we have? Like allow me to write. Yeah, sorry, allow me to do something. This update. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what I did here? What I did was just to make it blank. I don't know if I can write now. Let me check if I can write now. I think I can actually write this. So it will be better if I just actually something. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now I'm trying to use count function. Now let's start with count function. Um, let's start with count function. So now what exactly is count? Now I'm trying to count how many employees do I have? Right. What do you think I can count to actually know that okay, I have this number of employees? What do you think? It's just normal data analyst employee ID. Now to know the number of students in a class, you don't count their names. You count okay, how many matric number do I have? You understand? Because that's unique to everyone. So assuming you said let's count the first name. There may be like 10 in a class. You understand? So that's not like ideal to count. You count something that is unique to everybody. So that's exactly when you count what you count something like an employee ID that is like yeah, you understand that is unique to everyone. So how do you count? You just say select count. Now for every function, don't mix it. For every function, you put it after not immediately, but you put it with the select. It may not be immediately and it may be immediately. It doesn't really matter. So you put it with the select statement. You understand? Count. What are you trying to count? You put it inside the bracket. What are we trying to count? To count. What column are we trying to count?
employee ID.
Employee ID. Thank you. So this one will be employee ID. Then you close your bracket. Then you close your bracket. Then from what table?
An employee.
From what table? From employee.
Employee.
Then end your query with what? Semicolon. Then come to what? Enter. And you have an error. You have an error. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to enter something. Okay. Can you see? You have to end every query with semicolon. Okay. Can you see? Now I can see I actually have 5 employees. Do you understand?
Yes.
Please, do you understand that one? So now there's another thing we call alias function and alias. Now in English, what do you call alias? What does alias means? I don't know if that's correct pronunciation. I don't know. Is that I think it's I guess. So what do you think? Like a nickname, right? Right? It's like a
Yes.
nickname. So a lot of people knows a lot of me. I know lot of you should know me as Tutu. But in a way, some of you may know me as Supreme. You understand? So my alias in that case is what is Supreme. So in this case, looking at this thing, count employee ID. It doesn't make sense. Like you want your table should be count employee ID. So instead of returning this table, this thing, it look ugly. You understand? And to make it professional, so instead of returning this number or this value as count employee ID, you just put an alliance. You just put like maybe as count. You understand? So that means this count employee ID instead of this one should be count employee ID. This column header should be count employee ID. It should just be count or employee count. It depends on how creative you are. Employee count. You understand? Just put it something. So employee count now. If you put it as something like employee count, so then you run it like this. Can you see? It looks okay. I'm trying to actually count employee. Like I'm not seeing the code of what you written. I actually want to see the final answer. I'm not interested in your code, and that's exactly why we use what employee count. Now let's say I want to select the maximum. Let me run this thing again. Sorry, let me write it down. Select from employee. No, almost. So now actually want to select the maximum um salary or maximum daily pay. So how can I do that? So can I actually try? I know you may not have done that before. So I want to actually select the maximum. I want to return the maximum pay. So in this case, you should return what Ahmed Duojaye, right? So how can I do that?
Select
Select
maximum
okay,
MAX.
maximum. So in this case, you just say max actually.
Open bracket.
So maximum of what?
Daily pay. Daily pay.
Daily pay.
Close
Okay,
bracket.
okay.
From employee.
Control enter. The 6.11. What do you think this max daily pay? Does it like it doesn't look professional honestly. So what do you think you will do? How do you correct this mistake?
Maybe maximum pay. Max pay.
You just write as
Max pay.
max pay. Uh, yeah, please do you understand? Okay, okay. Thank you. So that's all oh someone uses yeah, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
My
question?
question is on the count, the
Okay,
functions.
counts. Okay.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
it only meant to be used for the unique keys, or we can use it for any of the column?
Okay, thank you for that question. We can actually use it for any of the column. So now let's look at this column. Now I actually want to count how many first name do I have. So in this case, let's say I want to count the first name. So I just change this one to first name. Right. Okay, I'm coming. So it's actually giving me 5, and that's it should return 4. Let me run this thing again. It actually give me 4.
Maybe it's because of the name.
Yeah, maybe. Probably it should return 4 because I've actually changed I've changed this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've changed this one. But this one is not giving me none. So in a way, I think it's actually counting this blank space as 1. So yeah, let's check if there's actually where first name. First name. So there's no row. So actually this thing is not working. Yeah, so what I'm trying to check is okay, can this thing actually return the row where first name is null? That is where there is nothing in the first name. You understand? Where there is nothing in the but it's not returning any row. So in a way, this Excel is still thinking. Excel is still thinking. Let me just run this one. So Excel is still thinking this one is actually a name. I said Excel. Sorry. SQL is still
Yeah.
thinking this is actually a name. So assuming it has actually modified this stuff. So if I actually run this thing where first name equals to null, that means when there is nothing inside this first name, it should actually return this row 5. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. If this story is correct, right? But assuming this stuff is has been infected, these changes have been infected, this change has been infected. When if I run this query where first name is not, that is when there is no first name, return the row. But it's giving me nothing. When I run everything here, it is giving me nothing. That means SQL is thinking there's a name, there's a name in this space. So yeah, but it hasn't given me 4. Okay, now we'll do something like that. Yeah. But yes, you can actually use count in any other place. So another person, someone else is I actually don't catch the name. Who is that? Can you unmute your mic now?
Yes, I'm the one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, great.
My question is where we get the max. So we only know the maximum. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So I
Sorry,
simply
can you
want to
speak a
know.
little loud?
Okay. So the result only give us the maximum pay. We don't actually know the
Yeah.
person that they are meant to want to get together with the name. So how do you do about that?
You want to get it together with what? Name of the person, I mean.
And
Oh, you're pulling my
what
leg.
person?
If, ah, okay. Should we do it tonight? Yes, good. Thank you for that question. Actually, I don't want to go that place, but anyway, the situation calls for it. So yeah, it is very easy, right? Let's say there's something we call group vibe. Yeah, I actually don't want to go by this, but anyway. So we have group vibe. So what does group vibe mean? Now let's say you remember that. Remember, please can you raise down your hand? Now remember that when we are counting, this is what we call an aggregate. This is what we call a function. So now remember we stopped at where from. But let's say you actually want I actually want to see the first name. I actually want to see the first name. So that's exactly when maybe well you not use count with first name. Let's say Max now. I want to see the first name. This first name. Select um, right. So select first name. I want to see the first name. Then I want to see the max daily pay. Then if I should run this thing, control enter, it's giving me an aggregated query without group by. So what does group by mean? Group by means that okay, sorry. So you actually have to use group by. You have to actually you have to group by the stuff here, the one that is not an aggregate. So after an aggregate, when there is a function, right? When there is a function, this is a function. So you actually write a group by. Let me just write it group by, right? Group by what? You should group by the one that aggregate the function is not being performed on by first name. So if I run this one, so it is actually giving me that um uh, this thing will not look. Yeah, yeah, it's actually correct. But this query is not giving justice to it. I'm trying to select okay limit one. Limit one. I cannot even use them. Okay. You know what? Uh, let me prepare the data sets to explain this group by data. Don't worry, we'll do this tomorrow. And there's a thing I don't want to write now. It should be admin. There's something we call admin, but that's too much for today. Don't let us rush it. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, Shana. We'll do it by God's grace. We'll do it tomorrow. Mr. Ahmed, by God's grace. I really do not want to rush it. I just want to take it just a step after the other. So I want to take because that group I should go with Arvin, should go with limit, should also go with some steps. So if I could actually dive into it now, there's some stuff I have to explain. Because what is returning now? I want to limit it to only this one. So there's I want to write Arvin, so I have to start explaining Arvin. And I actually don't want something like that. So yeah, let's just do the number one. The number one we've been doing since one.
So I have a question.
Yeah, before you have a question. Now, please, can you actually return the minimum of daily pay? The minimum value.
Shemi.
Yeah, sure.
Select.
Okay.
select
Select.
min min
Okay.
capital letter
um, Okay.
into brackets daily underscore pay
Select.
as max underscore pay.
Okay. As what?
Max a mini
It
underscore
should be
pay.
me now.
I mean
Uh-huh.
some employee. Then put
Okay.
column.
Okay.
Uh,
And that's 3.7. Thank you. Now I can have your question.
my question is that
Okay.
that limit that you did that return
Okay.
five thing before. Can you scroll?
Okay.
This limit.
This one.
Yes. Now my question is that when we
This
did
one.
it, yes, when we did it, hmm, you know that five
Mm-hmm.
Temitokwe is not among the this thing, or is it because it was among and we now do count? That's why the Temitokwe is not there again among the table. I don't know if you get what
I don't
I'm
know if I've
saying.
yeah, I do. I don't know if I've
Okay.
explained that there's usually system glitch. So all these things they glitch sometimes. Right? It's not an excuse. If I should actually close this SQL and I actually will run it tomorrow, you see this thing, it may actually have affected this changes, right? This change. But the thing is, it's not a problem at all. It's not any our problem or something. The only thing we need to do today is just the only thing you need to do now is just this Temitope. There is no problem because we've written Temitope before or something. Excel and this SQL does not have like a memo which actually know that oh Temitope has been written. It's just experiencing system glitch. If I should close this stuff today and I should actually return it, it should be fine. Yeah, and I think I'll start from this place tomorrow. I guess Grace. Hopefully I remember.
Okay.
Okay, who else has a question? I feel like yeah, we've done a lot today. We started from manipulating using alter table, using alter function to alter table, then we add a new column, then we place null value, then we also rename our column. And then we also talked about functions, which are we said a lot about count, we said a lot about minimum, maximum. Then what else? Um we also said a lot about LRS too. So now let's just do one last thing and call it a day for today. So and we also do a project for question, which that's a lot. We gained a lot. So now let's just use concatenate too. So what does
Sorry, sir.
concatenate does
Sorry, sir.
normally?
Before you start, excuse me, sir.
Okay. I can hear you.
Um, Now that we already know how to do this all this minimum, maximum in the function now. Now, is it like how will I put it? Like if we want to um um like create another column, like maybe you have already done all these parts now. I don't let me ask it like this. Like I want to solve this question like minimum pay. Like how are you going to see all this answer by the time you give us in terms of question and showing our table
Just add a
separately?
query. No, just
Okay,
add
it's
a
only
query.
the
I will
query
run it.
that you are after.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
The data is not something you see now. I told you that this data is being stored in the cloud. It's not on the SQL. It is stored in the cloud. I can only see the answer.
Okay.
I think you need to listen to class one to understand what cloud is. Just listen to SQL class one. So that is basically it. So this concatenate is very simple. So you just say select, right? Then instead of concatenate means what? What's the function of concatenate before?
To join two columns, two words
Trying to
that
find out. So we have concat. We just use concat instead of concatenate. So I think we have first name. Sorry, let me run this thing again. Okay, we have first name. Select first name, first name, right? Then we have last name. Okay. Then we have promote. Enter. So you can actually see Shitu Abdul Jima Norat Ade Yinka Ahmed Durojaye Yinka. Then actually how can we actually separate this thing? Who can tell me? How can we actually put a space here?
By
Okay, I
having
have some by adding
by
what?
having quotation between the first name and the last name, then we put space.
By adding what, sorry? By adding
Quotation, open it,
quotation. Okay,
yeah, space,
space.
and close it. Yeah, another quotation, yeah.
Okay. So now let's run. So yeah, thank you so much. That's actually correct. So yeah, that's a lot about concat too. What else can we say today? Okay. Yeah, let me just answer question
Excuse
and
me.
let's call
Can
it a
we
day
still
for today.
use the
Okay.
alias there?
Okay, alias. Now can you see this thing looks so ugly? So how can I use an alias here?
That would be nice.
As full name.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I honestly it skipped my mind. Step on to enter. So full. So I just make this like cut out down. So yeah, this is where we end today's class. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have any question before I even end the class? Do you have any question? And do you understand the class? Do you understand the class? I'm expecting a lot of you also. Only one. Only one yes. No, don't do that. Okay, now two. Okay. I know it should be more than this. Okay. Either ways, yeah. Let's call it a day for today. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Bye. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye. Okay, yes, I will call you after the class.